What's up, everyone? Welcome to CapTV. I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Aaron. Tonight we'll be talking all about sports.
That's right, Aaron. Also, we'll be previewing the Capital versus Otterbein homecoming game this week.
But first, we'll take a look at some of the homecoming festivities.
So what are you most excited about homecoming this year?
I'm most excited to actually go because I didn't know that it existed in college until last year. So hopefully I get to go.
Okay, so you're at a homecoming dance.
Okay.
And the DJ gives you an opportunity to play one song. What's the one song you pick that'll get everybody jumping?
I'm playing La Mamá de la Mamá by El Alfa.
Okay. Sir, what are you most excited about homecoming this semester?
Maybe getting to see my friends and just have a good time.
That's what's up. So you're at a homecoming dance, and the DJ gives you an opportunity to play one song that will get everybody just engaged and excited. What song do you play?
Ooh, Mask Off by Future.
That's a great pick. Okay, so what are you most excited about homecoming this semester?
So personally, I'm in a few student orgs. I'm just excited to see all of our alumni come back and have a fun little meet and greet.
That's what's up. So you're at a homecoming dance, and the DJ gives you the opportunity to play one song that'll get everybody engaged and just hype. What is the song that you play?
So the SpongeBob SquarePants intro, specifically sung by Corey Taylor from Slipknot.
Okay, this is a great option, I guess. So y'all, today we are here with a member of the football team. So how you feel about the homecoming game coming up?
I'm feeling pretty good. Otterbein, they have a all-right defense. Got some freshmen on the starting D-line. Right now, we're going to hope for a pretty good game from our defense coming up, and then hopefully Ben Everson can throw for another 5 touchdowns.
Yes, sir. Good luck. We're all rooting for you.
Appreciate it.
So you're at a homecoming dance. DJ gives you one opportunity to play a song that'll get everybody hype and just ready to go. What's the song you pick?
For homecoming after a big win like that, too, Dreams and Nightmares.
Dreams and Nightmares.
Gotta do that.
I used to pray for times like that. Homecoming is approaching. Is there anything that you are particularly excited about?
Probably the rivalry game.
Okay. So you're at a homecoming dance. The crowd is dead. Everybody looks bored. The DJ asks you to play one song to get everybody loose and on the floor. It's all up to you. What do you pick?
I'm probably gonna pick Ski by Sexy Red.
Ski! Today we are here with someone on the homecoming court. Thank you for being here. Is there anything that you're particularly excited about homecoming this semester?
I'm really excited to go to the football game. It's been a while since I've been to any athletic event. Also, like, to see campus more alive and just to see more people out at the fountains, going to events and things like that. Yeah, that's what I'm most excited for.
Okay. So you're at a homecoming dance, right? And the DJ gives you an opportunity to play one song that will get everybody just engaged and just hype. What is the one song that you play?
Gangnam Style.
It's not a bad answer. So homecoming is coming up very soon. Is there anything that you're particularly excited about?
Definitely the rival game. Go Cap.
So you're at a homecoming dance.
Okay.
The DJ asks you to play one song to get the crowd moving. Everybody's bored and it's all up to you. What is the song you pick?
I feel like any type of group, well-known line dance song. If everyone's dead, everyone knows the cha-cha slide. Everyone will get up on the stage and do the cha-cha slide. So any sort of group dance.
Cha-cha slide, Cupid shuffle, any of that. That's what she's picking. Good answer. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What's up, boss? How you doing?
I'm all right. How you doing, man?
I'm good. So homecoming is coming up. Is there anything you're particularly excited for?
Man, hopefully we can beat Otterbein this year because Otterbein sucks.
Otterbein sucks. All right, so you're at a homecoming dance. DJ gives you an opportunity to play one song that'll get everybody lit. What's the song you pick?
Can I cuss?
Just went along. Lil Uzi was his choice. That's a good pick.
We'll be right back after these short messages.
Sleep. In the vocabulary of teens and adults, it's often overlooked. On average, college students should be getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep, yet statistics show that they actually get less than that. Lack of sleep can bring about negative physical and mental effects such as impaired judgment, headaches and tension, stress, increased risk of medical problems such as heart attack and stroke, and breaking of the fourth wall. So do yourself a favor and get some sleep.
Yarn Club, the close-knit group you've been yearning to join.
Welcome back, everybody. Now we're going to move on to our next segment where we're going to check in with some of our fall sports athletes.
Team opened up the season with the 6K. Everyone did really well. It was really exciting to see all the first years kind of have their first collegiate race. Following week we had an 8K. A lot of really good performances, a lot of the first years, and I think everyone really surprised themselves with where they were at. Then we went to another 8K, and it wasn't as good as the first one, but what happened was we were, getting into a little bit harder course. This week we have a race at Ohio Wesleyan University, and we're looking for some big times.
Who do you think is going to the Capital and Otterbein football game?
Capital's on top.
The season's going good. It's different than high school, a lot different than high school, running an 8K instead of a 5K. It's a lot more difficult. 5 miles is not easy, but it's a lot of fun. And
track season's been pretty good so far. I love the coach. I love the teammates. The environment's 10 times better than high school, which makes it so much more enjoyable. And practices have been pretty hard and intense, but we still have good practices. At the end of the day, we're all still having fun, and I can't wait for the season to start. Go Cap, fam.
Well, stay tuned, and folks. When we come back, we'll go over some shocking stories and events this past weekend. And looking forward to this week's game and events.
Is outside the Westside Free Store. This is the inside. It's on the corner of Broad and Powell. This is Barb, the executive director. This is Vicky, a volunteer. This is what they have to say.
Because it's such a worthwhile organization, and we provide so much to help so many.
When I leave here, because I know that I've done something for somebody else, and it didn't come, one, out of my pocket, but it came from somewhere else.
Hi, I'm not Michael Jordan. I'm Nathan Holt. You may have seen me walking around campus cleaning up trash every morning. Capital University has given me this time to talk to you about something we both really care about. Littering. Think about this. Many of you littering right now are under 20. Do you realize that at 20 you've only lived 1/4 of your life? Imagine how much trash you'll leave if you keep going like that. Listen, you've got at least 3/4 of your life to go, so don't blow it. Don't litter. If you're littering, stop it. Get some help. Capital wants to give the earth a chance, and so do I. Hi, I'm not Michael.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is John Kerr here at WXCU Radio, and today I'm playing my radio show where I play my own music on this station, which is really cool. You get to do that. And I get a bunch of feedback from callers coming in, and it really helps me with the overall mastering and other mixing aspects of the original final product. And it's a really great experience to be here, so you guys should really definitely think about joining it because it's awesome.
Here we go.
Welcome back. We got Jonathan and Madison with us.
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. First, we're going to talk about the upcoming Thursday night football game between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions.
Well, I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. I don't know about you. I think Aaron is.
Yeah, I'm a big Packers fan.
I'm a Packers fan.
Go Pack, go.
I'm pretty ecstatic about the start to the season. You know, I wish I can get that one loss that we have against Atlanta Falcons back. But overall, I think Jordan Love's doing a good job. Detroit's coming to our house. I think we get the win. What about you?
I mean, from what I've heard about the Lions, I don't know too much about all the teams. I mainly focus on the one, but I haven't seen a big track record from them as in like good plays. I mean, what is their team looking like this year? Did they have any new picks or anything that could give them that upper hand?
They drafted running back Jahmyr Gibbs. They are relying on the run game heavily.
Okay.
For us, it sucks because we're missing David Bakhtiari, which is a star lineman.
Aaron Rodgers, which is unfortunate, but
it is unfortunate.
Time to move on.
Yeah, time to move on. So that's going to hurt us, but I think we'll be okay. I mean, hopefully Aaron Jones will play. Hopefully we get our whole team back.
You have a poised passer like Jared Goff out there, and you've got Jahmyr Gibbs, who is on fire right now. You have Aiden Hutchinson on the other side of the ball. The Detroit Lions have something to prove this week. And I think on Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime, they are going to prove everybody wrong. The Packers are great right now. Don't get it twisted. I won't deny that for a second. But you have the Lions. What are they, 3-1 right now?
They're 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1? They're great. They're great.
After like Thursday night, but
hey, that's your prerogative.
It's early really to say anything. Because what do the first few games mean? I mean, it gives you a preview into like what the team's going to be, but like we lost Nick Chubb in the second game, so we have no idea what.
You just have to get in the playoffs, honestly.
I feel bad for you, Cleveland Browns team.
Yeah, I thought it was a Browns year, but apparently not.
Oh my God! Don't even the way I screamed. At that
I mean, apparently they picked up Kareem Hunt.
They did.
For one
I was very excited to see that because from what I've known, what I remember about watching the Browns, because I got into it in high school quite a bit, was seeing Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb kind of swap places, and I was just like, I didn't see him out there anymore, so I was like, Dad, what happened to Kareem Hunt? And he's like, oh, he's not on the team anymore. So I was very upset, but then I saw that he went to the practice, and I was like, maybe there's a little bit of hope for Cleveland. Ford, I mean, he literally picked up right where Nick Chubb was and scored a touchdown, so that's promising, but I am so biased for that man. He's done so much for the team, one of the best running backs in the NFL, and just a great guy. So it's a huge loss, and it is really nice seeing the support from all the other teams, from all the other football fans, because he means a lot to Cleveland. For sure.
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah.
Cleveland is tied with Pittsburgh and Baltimore, third in division in NFC East. What's your thoughts and feelings of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers. May I talk for a second? I am a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
We've got
coming off the Raiders, where we finally picked up after our offense was abysmal against the Cleveland Browns. We couldn't get it going. We couldn't even get it going in the first week, where we lost 30-7 to the San Francisco 49ers, who are a great team. We finally got the momentum we needed. We're mediocre right now with offense. But as time progresses and you have a young passer and you have a young team on the front, you have them going out there and making these big plays. George Pickens getting open. Calvin Austin running downfield. You're not going to catch him. Our offense, this is what we need. Our defense is electric. Our offense can get there.
I mean, considering your two best players have the word pick in it, which is probably not good.
Okay, Aaron.
Yeah.
Okay, Aaron.
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett,
Kinda
George
overrated.
Pickens. Overrated right now.
Yeah.
I would agree. He has to prove something. Him along with Matt Canada. Once they get in a rhythm, I don't think they're going to be stopped.
I don't think Matt Canada is a good NFL. He needs to go back to college.
Hey, I agree. You get a guy from Pitt, you get a home guy. I get it. Get somebody from your hometown.
I mean,
but what can they do? What can he do? What did he prove in the ACC? I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
They go 6-10, 7 whatever.
No,
every year.
No, 9-8, 9-8 every year. 8-1. If we get that
break
well.
That curse, though, that's the thing.
Break that curse. What curse?
Like
6 Super Bowls is a curse.
But hear me out. Every time they make the playoffs, lay an egg.
Sure, I agree.
Like, they play the Browns.
Yeah.
Browns' first playoff win.
At home, unfortunate, very unfortunate. Yeah. You got to give them one. Ben Roethlisberger going out there and owning the Browns week after week, year after year, season after season, from 2003 to on. We were the nightmare in First Energy.
Oh my God. He's like a pastor over here.
Switch.
I'm in charge. This doctrine being
I'm preaching the
imposed on
Pittsburgh doctrine. Talk about it.
Staying in the NFC North, how do you feel about the Bengals? They got the first win.
AFC North.
Oh, AFC North. My bad. My bad. AFC North. How do you feel about the Bengals in their first win?
The Bengals, they went out there and they beat the Rams, which I will give them credit for. The Rams are much better than a lot of people anticipated. But you needed that win. If the Bengals lost, what does that do for their culture? They've always been the underdogs. And I think this win has revitalized them in that sort of way. Everybody was seeing them. Power rankings, they were 2, 3, 4 at the lowest. They got humbled. This is what they needed. I think the Bengals can come back, but they have to capitalize. And I'm not sure if Joe Burrow, with his calf injury, can do that.
Who dey Bengals?
Who dey Bengals?
Now, when they made their Super Bowl run, they also started out 0-2.
Sure.
So you think that's a coincidence?
I think these losses are different. When they lose 0-2, they were expected to lose those. They were expected to win. These are games that were crucial for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they lost. And that's not something you can have for a team like the Bengals right now. With their defense, which has questions all over the board. With their offense, which has great players. Can they get it done in this next year? They're going to lose players over the offseason. The Bengals put a lot of money into Joe Burrow. They put a lot of money into this team. Are they going to get it out this year, or are they going to have to wait and see what happens next season?
Yeah, because, I mean, they're like the new star of the NFL, I think.
Absolutely.
Especially in the past few years. Like, being an Ohio fan, like, I rooted for the Bengals in the playoffs in the Super Bowl. So it's really sad, but like I understand they have a lot of pressure on them right now, and I mean I kind of feel bad because they lost to us, so like, I kind of have that like pedestal ideal, but I agree, like it would be like if the Browns were to go to the playoffs, and because it's kind of, they're in the similar scope of like an Ohio team that's always been an underdog. So I understand that it's very difficult for them to be like in the spotlight, and they just constantly keep messing up, feeling under pressure. So,
switching to college football, thoughts and feelings about that. About the
Where do we start? Ohio State.
Ohio State.
What are we talking about? Stressful
Scoring
game.
the last play of the game.
I have a question. Do you think it's Mr. Freeman's fault for having 10 men on the field?
These are college guys. Accidents like this happen, but when you're on the biggest stage, Notre Dame had something to prove. I had faith in them against a team like Ohio State that just came off of a season that they were great. And they have questions. Notre Dame could have went in.
The Michigan and Georgia game.
Sure. But when you play against Georgia, who destroyed TCU, who's close to them? You know, Ohio State came closest to beating that team, you know?
Moving on to Oregon versus Buffs. Your coach Prime said this loss would not happen again.
Oh, it's going to happen again when they play USC. It's
You
gonna
think
be,
so?
Oh, yeah. Caleb Williams is going to run up and down. They're just overrated, I think.
You think they're overrated?
Their defense is terrible. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they have exciting offense, but, like, he like, had 3 transfers from Jacksonville State, wherever they came from. And
Jackson State,
Jackson State, yeah. Travis Hunter. I mean, yeah, Travis Hunter's a good player. Shadir Sanders, he's a good quarterback, but their defense is their weakness, and the team is going to pass like crazy against them, so.
I mean, they're not playing.
They're going to go 6-6.
They're not playing top 25 teams like they were originally when they played a team like TCU and won. They're playing teams that are now top 10. You know, they're playing USC, which is on fire. They're playing Oregon, who is amazing. You know, you're right. They're not going to win on the stage like they should. I just don't think it's something that they can do.
They beat Colorado State in overtime. And
Barely.
They thought they knocked off like Georgia or something like that.
No, I agree.
It's insane.
Thoughts and feelings about Alabama? They're struggling a little bit this year.
I'm happy.
You're happy that they're struggling?
Hate Nick Saban, hate Alabama, just hate the SEC in general.
You think Nick Saban is losing his touch a little bit?
I think teams prepare week in and week out to beat Alabama. You know, when you look at Ohio State from years back, their game plan was focused on a team like Clemson. They wanted to beat Clemson so bad. They built their structure around that. And then when they got past Clemson, they lost, you know. When you put all of your eggs in one basket, it's hard for you to take that back, you know. So I think Alabama is struggling, and that's something that happens. And I don't think Alabama is what they were. They're hard to beat. Georgia is the new Alabama. I stand by that.
I would have to agree with you. I hope maybe Ohio State can take that next direction with the recruiting class they got coming up, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see how they do.
Yeah, I think that Michigan game is really going to tell us something about what this Ohio team can bring.
100%.
Last segment here. Recent trade reports. Damian Lillard going to the Bucks. I have
Damian
right here.
Dollar. For who? Drew Holiday? DeAndre
The
Ayton?
Bucks will receive Damian Lillard. Suns receive Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Leo, and Keon Johnson. Blazers receive Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, and a couple of draft picks. Thoughts and feelings?
The Bucks are a team now. This is the piece they needed. They still have Chris Middleton.
They do.
They've got Damian Lillard. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo.
But the thing about Chris Middleton is, last time he was good was when they won the championship. So
this is what they need when you have two players. I think that they have a chance there.
Damian Lillard is too old, I feel like.
When you drop a 70-piece in the regular season last year, I don't think your age matters.
I mean, yeah.
If you can produce on an NBA schedule at the age of 33, who cares how old you are?
Projected to finish first in the East after one trade. Are you kidding me?
See, that I disagree with. I think you get into the Suns territory where they put, they were hoping to get something out of their team, and it just didn't work out. Same with the Nets. I was a big Nets fan. It's tough, You can't. You need to build a team.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we have time for, folks, in this segment. When we come back from the break, we will be previewing upcoming games in Week 5 of college football.
This is a Capital University public service announcement. No Hall Sports. It saves lives.
Welcome back, everyone, to our final segment, where we're going to preview and select winners of some of your premier college football games this week. Starting with a highly anticipated matchup between Notre Dame and Duke.
For me, I got to go Notre Dame. I think they bounced back from a rough loss to Ohio State. Duke is a very good team. Obviously, they beat Clemson at the start of the season. For me, I'm going Notre Dame.
I'm going to have to go with Duke because I don't really like Notre Dame, to be honest. And yeah, they played good against Ohio State, but they're going to go overconfident against Duke, and Duke's going to knock them off. So I got Duke.
Have any opinion?
Notre Dame needs this win. When you talk so much trash, Lou Holtz talking trash about a coach like Ryan Day, and then getting humiliated on the center stage, you need to win. I would be surprised if Notre Dame lost against Duke. Duke is a great team, but Notre Dame needs this win more than any other team right now.
Moving on to Florida at Kentucky. You know, Florida's ranked number 25. Kentucky is undefeated. Florida's only losses to Utah at the beginning of the season. Thoughts and feelings about that?
Who do you got winning?
For me, I think Kentucky wins. I think Kentucky has something to prove. They got Devin O'Leary. I think they win.
I'm going to have to go with Florida. I mean, Graham Mertz, he's a solid quarterback, former Wisconsin player, Big Ten player. They're going to bounce back. They're going to find a way.
Go Gators.
Go Gators.
Go Gators. Yup. Come on. Gators. After last year in the bowl games, no, they have to win this one. They have to win this one.
Moving on. Clemson lost in overtime against Florida State last week in a heartbreaking loss. They played Syracuse, undefeated Syracuse. Syracuse look tough, man. For me, I'm going to pick Syracuse. I think they beat Clemson. I think Clemson, this is a down year for them. I think Dabo Swinney's job is on the line. I'm taking Syracuse.
I think Cade Klubnik's going to have a bounce back game, and I think Clemson's going to take this W. Go Tigers.
Dabo Swinney is a stooge. I'm giving it to Syracuse every day of the week.
Next up, we have LSU, who barely won against their rivals Arkansas. At Ole Miss, they lost at Alabama. I believe the score was 24-10. Ole Miss really struggled. Jackson Dart had a couple of interceptions. For me, I'm taking Daniel Taylor and his team. Go LSU.
I'm taking Ole Miss. I think Jackson Dart, Lane Kiffin, they got something going there. So I think, LSU's a pretty talented team, but I just think Jackson Dart's going to have a better game at the end. And give me Ole Miss.
Ole Miss has to play careful. I think LSU, they've been a doormat, this season. But I think LSU is going to come back, Ole Miss can't have those turnovers against a team like them.
Rapid fire. Texas A&M lost they won against Auburn last week. They go against, forgot who they were going against. They're going against a top 25 opponent. Who do you think they have? Real quick.
I'm going to say Texas A&M is going to bounce back.
Got the Aggies, baby.
Oh, yeah.
And finally, we have Otterbein Cardinals versus the Capital Comets. Who do you have?
Have to go Capital. I mean, go Comets. I mean, it's going to be a good game. Now's our time, so we just got to take advantage of the opportunity and win the ore back. Simple.
Yeah.
Just win it back.
But we can shoot for the stars.
Yeah. Just
we are
take
the
one.
Comets. Come on.
Take it
Man,
one.
oh, that was cold. Hold on, give me that. Yeah. I've got Capital, man. Is there a wrong answer? It has to be Capital. When you start 0-4 and you're playing your rivals on homecoming week, go out there, play your hearts out. It doesn't matter if this is the only game you win in the season. This will be great for student morale.
That's true.
I think this game
Cap fam is with you.
I think this game is really important, especially since it's a rivalry game. You got to win. You got to win those games. You got to win, especially against Otterbein. I grew up an Otterbein fan. I lived down the street, but Capital, I found a place here, and I got to go with Capital.
So you're just switching completely? Did you know of the rivalry before?
I knew of the rivalry before. I lived right down the street,
So were you a Capital hater?
Wow. Hey.
We're getting a little
Yeesh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what did you do some soul searching coming to campus? You were like maybe there's a chance. Maybe I was wrong.
The vibes are good at Capital University. When Otterbein is coming to visit Burnmore Stadium, we're going to destroy them.
They're going to be scared.
Great. I think that's how you say it. I don't care. Capital's on fire. Capital, easy.
Capital by 70.
Capital by 70. I'll give them that. The Dolphins treatment. Yeah.
If we're going realistic, I think Capital wins 24-21.
I'm going to go 26-17 Capital.
Oh, jeez. We got a pair of scores here. What do you got? Yeah, please. After you.
Factor in a safety, too.
Yeah, why not? Throw those in there. Yeah.
0 Capital.
42-37 Capital Comets.
That's it tonight. Have a great night on CapTV.